Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Happy day to all. So this reading has been on my mind a little bit now. It has been on my mind since I have found out about the falling out between these two. And from what my understanding, it's been a little bit more over a year. It's been a year and probably a couple months more since that falling out has happened. And I wanted to get a feeling of it on my perspective, since, I read cards on, celebrities and peoples and whatnot. So in this video, we're going to be doing a tarot oracle reading on Jessika Farrell, aka Jessika the Prankster, and her mother, Momma Red. Now, where do I start? So, I've been a fan of these two since they debuted on social media. If I could remember, I believe it was one of those cases where I was on Instagram and one of their videos had popped up. It was actually the first video that they made, and it showed a 16-year-old Jessika. She was pranking her mother. This is what she does. She will prank her mother from time to time, and the videos are still out. The majority of you guys should already know who these two are, but the videos are still active, and there would be like pranks from, saying that she broke her cigarettes to where she met an older man on the internet. They did a skit also where Jessika pranked her mother about, I'm a lesbian, I'm gay, I like girls, and Momma Red always had something to say. Like every time she says, she cracked me up. She reminded me a little bit of my mom, but I wouldn't say my mom. She's on another level with my mom, but look, she don't. She speaks her mind. She speaks her mind, and that was one of the things that drew me to them. So I started following them on Instagram, and Jessika will post, and you see Jessika, as you can see, and she's a very pretty girl. And to be honest, I enjoyed her energy and her mom's energy. And that was one of the things that I would say, like, as a person who's watching another person, that when you having like good energy and good vibes like that, and your personalities in line, you could elevate. And that's what I enjoyed about the two. Now, we noticed that, Jessika is getting older. She was 16 at the time, and, she's older now. I believe she's like 21. So this was quite some years ago. And I remember one day where, I just wanted to check on, like the page on Instagram. And I noticed because I follow the Jessika the Prankster page, I still do. I follow Momma Red, and I was following Jessika. Like, we noticed that they slowly were like distancing. Now, I understand that, Jessika is grown, she's over the age of 18, and maybe she decided to take a break and, participate in other things, which she is doing now. She's an entrepreneur. She's in the makeup business. She could have just distanced herself. Like, nothing wrong with that. You're 18, you're ready to go. You're ready to go out and explore the world. But that was not the case. So pretty much after it was revealed that prior to, actually now it's been over a year ago, that we were finally getting a glimpse and seeing the alleged, I'm going to say the alleged, because to me it goes both sides. Jessika had made a video, spilling the beans, basically exposing Momma Red for taking all of her finances. Momma Red, on her part, she was saying that, Jessika was 18 and, she decided to leave. And once she left, she never came back. And it was just, it was not much going back and forth. It was like, I take it that the fans were asking Mama Red, like, yo, where is Jessika? Why Jessica's not in the house with you anymore? And Mama Red had to make a video to clarify why Jessika wasn't living with her anymore. She had moved to another state with her boyfriend at the time. His name is Reed. I don't know his last name. I don't know much about him other than that him and Jessika started dating. There was a period where they had broken up, and then somehow or another they had merged back together. And I'm going to tell you guys this. My instinct was kicking in, and I was like, this girl is so going to get pregnant by this boy. Okay, she's going to get pregnant by him. And fast forward to now, she is currently at this time expecting. From what my understanding, she's expecting a boy. I don't know when it's due, but she's expecting. And she's showing, pictures of the sonogram. This is just a post that I had collected from the Shade Room. It was also reported that Jessika and Reed are a married couple. And I remember looking at these pictures, and I could tell, like, flat out of the jump before it was even exposed that she was pregnant. If you guys could see, you could see, like, how her belly is like curved, like as if, she's starting to show. So that's the little things there. My other thoughts also coming from like my perspective about Jessika getting involved with Reed. I know I'm some of the people, like, it's divided. It's people that's like, hey, yay, they're happy for Jessika that, she's married, she's got her guy, she's pregnant, that kind of thing. But you have other people that are like myself that feels like that she is a tad too young. She's moving a little too fast. You have so many of your years coming up ahead of you. And it's no need for you to just jump into something that is like a big thing in life just to get, I'm not sure, that clarification or showing that your boss, whatever the case may be. It's more to it than meets the eye. So this is why I decided I want to do these reading real quick. I wanted to get a pull on Mama Red and Jessica's energy to get a feel of allegedly what were the reasons of their falling out. Like who was the villain in this? Was it Jessika? Was it Mama Red? Was it both? We don't know, but we're going to find out. I also want to include a little quick reading on Jessika and Reed's relationship. I want to get a feel of the energy to see how they truly feel about each other and what would the cards say as to what would happen to them down the line. So before I get started, as always, I have to give you guys a disclaimer. Please keep in mind that everything in this reading pertains to Jessika Farrell, Mama Red, or her fiance or / husband Reed is declared 100% alleged unless it comes out of the person's mouth. Please don't be rude. You will be blocked. And remember, be respectful. Alright guys, so we are back. So as you can see, you are on my table at home. I use this table a lot. I got a picture of Jessika and Mama Red, aka Lois, as a photo to get a feel of one's energy. And basically what I want to see, we want to see how it was prior to the rift that is allegedly going on right now. I have to say everything is alleged throughout this video. I feel like that it's accurate that they're still not talking to one another, of course, because we don't see any interaction via social media. But then again, we don't know. We do not know, but it'll be a surprise, if that was the case. All right, so I have my tarot cards here, and I pray that Spirit to come through to assist with me pertaining to this reading. And the first question I would like to know, as well as what you guys who clicked on this video and you wanted to know what was going on, like what was the problems within the mother-daughter relationship. And I'm not sure if I said already that I know that Jessika was open by saying that she was adopted. So Mama Ray is actually her adopted mother. Okay. Alright, so I'm just going to be quiet for a second, you guys, just to re-pray over the cards real quick. They get to feel one's energy. Did God's Spirit ask you to assist me with this reading on Jessika Farrell and her mother, Lois McDonald? What is the reason why they are not talking to one another? What are the things that you can tell me to let the fans know? What were the issues? What was going on between the two? Okay, let's say we have our first card. We have the Queen of Cups in reverse. And I'm going to keep doing this, guys. I'm going to pull out a total of 4 cards starting out. I don't want to go into too much with the both of them because I do have their pictures individually. And we're going to get in depth of each. And then see, we have 2 more, and okay, I see a bunch of things that indicate a sense of like rebellion, not listening, sense of one thinking one is immature. Okay, then we have the full card. Alright, y'all. It did not take that long. Okay. I don't know why this is moving. Bear with me for a second, you guys. They're very light. Alright. Let's go to it. Let's get to it. So, the first card that we have the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups indicates an unbalanced emotions, immaturity, irrational, clingy, unfaithful, spite. Other definitions that surround this card means block creativity, overly sensitive, dehydration, lack of expression, needed constant reassurance, emotionally unstable, bitter personality, not forgiving, fragile, inner feelings, self-care and self-love needed, can make you feel guilty, gives too much at the cost of their own good, holding back emotions, inner feelings. A little bit more in depth with this card when it pertains to a family relationship. It states that the Queen of Cups can signify emotional instability, a tendency to be clingy or needy, and potential lack of healthy boundaries. It may also suggest difficulties with emotional expressions and a potential for manipulative behavior within the family system. So it also breaks down more definitions. Says the reverse Queen of Cups indicates difficulty managing emotions, leading to mood swings or excessive emotion dependence on others, especially within a family. Individuals associated with this card in reverse might struggle with setting healthy boundaries or may become overly focused on external validation or control within the family dynamic. The clingy or need-based behavior, the reverse Queen of Cups, can manifest as clingy or needy behavior towards family members seeking excessive attention or reassurance. This could be related to unresolved emotional needs or past trauma, leading to an unhealthy reliance on others for emotional support. So guys, I'm going to stop right there because I have been, reading and giving you guys definitions. From what I'm getting the feeling pertaining to this card, it's stating one thing to me, that there was this energy between Jessika and Momma Red. There was a tendency where there was a sense of, trying to control the other person. Because it says that lacking emotional instability, a tendency to be clingy or needy, or potentially a lack of healthy boundaries. Now, this could be alleged that, and I'm feeling this, I'm getting the feeling that this is coming from Momma Red, that there were times where I feel like Jessika wanted a specific type of love, and Momma Red did not quite meet the expectations to that. The clingy and the needy, that's another thing, just being clingy and needy all the time. I feel like this is one of those cases where when a person lives in a household, they are being controlled. Allegedly spite. You see that the card says spite, like jealousy, immaturity. When I read the immaturity part, I feel like that comes from like the older person that is expressing how they feel that this person is immature, or the other person could have like a sense of immaturity to them. It also states a manipulated behavior within the family, using emotions to gain control or influence. So again, guys, I really do feel like that within the household of Jessika and her mother, there were certain things that Jessika could not do. It was all like controlled, and it was controlled through Momma Red, because it's, that typical, mom or dad, whoever is your guardian, they always know what is best. And she either sensed that there was some sense of like, immaturity within her, because, she's young, and she was younger, she was a teenager, and there could have been a lot of sense of manipulation with behavior, maybe telling her things like, let's say, for example, you won't be able to elevate, you can't go nowhere without me, things like that. Like, you won't be able to be successful, let's just say you wouldn't be successful if it wasn't for me, type of thing. And that could have been a lot of that going on during the time that she was with her. That was probably why she felt like, and when I say she, Jessika, that Jessika felt like that she had to leave. This may manifest as a passive-aggressive behavior, emotional blackmail, other forms of emotional coercion. It states that overall, the reverse Queen of Cups in a family relationship context highlights the need for emotional awareness and regulation, healthy boundaries, and independent self-esteem, and open and honest communication within the family. because if it was turned in the upright, then that would show that. But in reverse, it does state that allegedly it was not a healthy relationship between the two. The next card that we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. And down below it reads, uncertainty of which path to take, fear of change, stagnation, setting, low self-esteem. So following upon the Queen of Cups, this definitely represents to Jessika. She could have felt a little lost as to what she was going to do and how she was going to do it. There could be like a sense of fear. You see that, like the fear of change. It could be like a manipulation. Like, you know how you feel like where you hear all of this stuff coming from your parents saying that you can't live in this world without me. You go out there in the big world, you're not going to be making it. You'll come back and once you get out of that shell, which I see from the full card. The full card that we're going to talk about in a little bit, that things will get better. So this was how Jessika was feeling at that time. The reverse Eight of Cups in a family relationship context often suggests a sense of disengagement, emotional distance, or a need for significant change. It may indicate a family dynamic that feels stagnant, with individuals feeling like they're stuck in a pattern or the relationship is no longer serving them. This can manifest as avoiding conflict, feeling disconnected, or reluctance to invest emotionally. There could be times where she felt like she needed to get away, hang out with some friends, other things like that, to get away from being in control. Low self-esteem. Yes, Jessika was feeling a low self-esteem. There was a sense of her feeling emotionally distant from Momma Red, and a sense of she wanted to withdraw from family obligations or emotional environment, feeling stuck, need for change. The reverse card can indicate a clear need for a shift in the family's relationship structure. It might be time to reevaluate family dynamics, communicate more openly, or seek professional help if needed. Emotional distance. This card can reveal a reluctance to fully engage in an emotional realm of family interactions. This can manifest as a fear of abandonment or a feeling that the family is not providing the emotional support needed. So she was going through some things. Individuals that might be avoiding difficult conversations or emotional confrontations within the family. This can create a sense of unresolved issues and festering problems. So with her leaving like that space with Momma Red, it left a sense of like unresolved issues. Okay. And I'm going to read this last part. In essence, the reverse Eight of Cups in a family context suggests a need for introspection and a willingness to make significant change in order to create a healthier and more fulfilling family dynamic. That's why she felt like she needed to get away. And it might be a call to break free from outdated patterns and create a more positive support environment for all family members. So, guys, again, as she was going through all of that, the Eight of Cups was calling to her. It was telling her that it was time for her to make a change. And from what I remember in Momma Red's video, how she explained that Jessika left was the moment when she turned 18, she was out. She knew she can go out, do whatever that she needed to do. She was an adult. She didn't have to follow by the rules no more. And that's what she did. The next card that we have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. And it reads as follows. Things may not go well as expected. Anger, impulsivity, indignation, fear, recklessness. It states that the Knight of Wands in reverse suggests a need for self-reflection and caution, potentially indicating recklessness, impulsiveness, or a lack of drive in family matters. It may warn against rushing into decisions, taking on too many responsibilities, or acting without considering the potential consequences. This card advises slowing down, taking a step back, and assisting and assessing actions before proceeding in family dynamics. So it states that it's a person that is going in recklessly, that is doing reckless things without even thinking and figuring out what you want. This is another card that I feel pertains to Jessika. I feel like that when she moved out, she jumped into things I was about to say very carefully, but not very carefully, very recklessly, without really thinking. And the Knight of Wands is here to warn her to be careful about her decisions. Otherwise, you're going to end up having too much responsibilities. I'll read you a little bit more of this guy, like a caution. This card gives you a caution. It says this card advises you to take a step back and evaluate actions before proceeding, especially in areas involving family dynamics. So I noticed that with Jessika's sign, she is a Leo. She is a fire sign. I've been telling you guys about fire signs. Fire signs move very fast. And what I notice about fire signs also is that the moment that they see something that they want, it can either be, it can be whatever. It can be a guy. It can be a job. It can be a person standing in front of them with $1,000 in a suitcase, and they're telling you, "Go grab it, go grab it, go grab it." They'll turn around, they'll grab that suitcase or jump to those other actions without even thinking of the consequences. See, this card cautions against making hasty decisions or acting without consideration or potential impact on family relationships. Restless and impatience. The reverse Knight of Wands can indicate a lack of patience or a tendency to get easily frustrated in family situations. Now, that definitely sounds like a fire sign to me. That sounds like a fire sign. That definitely sounds like Jessika, about someone that's being impatient, because look at the situation now. But we'll get to that in a moment. Need a reflection and empathizes the importance of self-assessment and understanding one's motivations before acting in family matters. See that? Which leads us to the fourth card. We have the Fool card and the Upright. And it states the start of something new awaits, new beginnings, wonder, optimism, adventure, innocent. So it represents, like a person who's going into a situation as innocent. This again represents to Jessika. And in the family dynamic, like the Fool card represents a full start. New beginnings can indicate family dynamics in a few ways. It may signify a new family member, a change in family roles, A need to approach family relationships with openness and a fresh perspective. The Fool card can also suggest a need to let go of old patterns and embrace new possibilities within family relationships. With the new beginnings, the Fool card can represent the arrival of a new family member. So that definitely represents within the now, because at this time, Jessika is expecting like a child or a new family member through marriage. Okay. It may also signify the beginning of a new chapter in the family's life, such as moving or starting a new business. So represents, because we already know that, Jessika has her own business. She's expecting a child. She changing her roles as well, becoming a mother. The Fool card may indicate a change in family dynamics, such as a parent becoming more supportive or a child taking on more responsibility. Oh, okay. All right. Openness and vulnerability. The Fool card encourages a willingness to be more open, valuable, and authentic in family interactions. It suggests of letting go of rigid old expectations and embracing new ways of relating. Leaps of faith. The Fool card can encourage taking a leap of faith in family relationships, whether it's start of a new project together or trusting your instinct in a family decision. Reverse meaning, when reversed, which is not reverse, it can suggest recklessness, taking unnecessary risks, or a need to be more cautious in family matters. It may also indicate a need to be more grounded and avoid impulsive action. So I feel like with the Fool card along with the Knight of Wands, it may mean like, okay, that is not good. But again, the Fool card is in the upright. All right, you guys. Now we got those cards out of the way, those 4 cards. I'm going to do a little bit more. Let's do the Oracle. I'm going to do the Oracle. What's the vibe? What's the vibe? My favorite card deck. Finally got my hands on them. So we're going to see if we can get a little bit more information regarding the alleged tea pertaining to these two. Alright, Spirit, give me the most precise response now using my What's the Vibe Oracle card deck. What is the vibe between Jessika and her mother before they stop talking to one another? Okay, guys, I see where the first card that came out, we have antisocial, in your feelings, silent treatment, left out. So you have antisocial. And I really feel like that's nothing to do with, because I know Jessika was and still very active on social media. Again, this could be allegedly one of the expressions that she was feeling each time her and Momma Red would have these, I would call them like mini fallouts, because you have to call them mini because you're still in the same household as that toxic person. Okay. So what is the vibe between Jessika Farrell and her mother, Lois McDonald? Allow the next card to fall out. Alright, you guys, so we have 2 cards. We have legal, lawyers, court, paperwork. Wow, this is really interesting. So, allegedly, you guys, there could be allegedly some legal issues. Could be some legal issues down the line. Allegedly, because we have lawyers, court, paperwork. Now, from what I see on IG, Jessika the Prankster page is gone. I could be mistaken, but from what I was checking upon trying to figure out like what was going on when I found out about this, that it's gone. However, on YouTube, the videos are still up on YouTube. They're still up on YouTube, and pretty much it's just Momma Red that is running it. Jessika has since left it alone due to the fact that those videos are still being shown. Jessika might be gearing up into suing Momma Red. I'm just saying this is allegedly, you guys. Allegedly. The next card that had fell out, we have Recharge, Breathe, Let Go, Clear Your Mind. So this could come from after once Jessika decided to leave the house, like leaving the house, recharging herself. I don't know if she is the type that does meditation. I know that she works out, or she was working out. Of course she's not working out now because she's pregnant, but there was a time when she was running out. She may be into meditation. I believe I saw like one post, I could be mistaken, like breathing, let go, clear your mind. But Spirit's telling her to let go and to breathe, clear your mind. This could be coming from when before she left, the Spirit was telling her, hey, it's okay for her to leave, that she will feel better once she makes the move. So what is the next card pertaining to? Okay, the next card we have Boundaries. Disrespectful, enough is enough, defend yourself. I said defend herself. I think I'm telling her, defend yourself. So, yeah, you guys, Jessika reached her breaking point. She reached her breaking point. She was like, enough disrespect. Enough is enough. I'm not going to go through this anymore. I'm going to set my boundaries. I'm going to defend myself, and I'm going to make that move where I'm going to let go and recharge. Let's see what these are. Oh my gosh, you guys, we have toxic, drama, arguments, incompatible, and we have exhausted, burnt out, burning, empty. You see how these two cards came out, y'all? Exhausted, toxic, see, drama and arguments. All right, guys, let's go for one more. Sorry, my mat is light as a feather. It's like it just won't stop moving. Oh, you guys see that? Last card we have masculine energy, authority, discipline, father figure. So this could either mean that behind the scenes, now I told you guys that Jessika is adopted. Of course, she is adopted. I actually saw like a video with her biological mother. I take it that she is not close to her dad, or it's unknown about her father. But I'm not picking up on like the dad aspect. This energy could be from a person who symbolizes as a father figure. This person could have been the one that was trying to help her out, give her advice as to what to do, what she must do. It could be someone that could be like either like work related, like a you know, you always have like a manager and agent. You have a couple of males that work behind you, and they could have picked up on how certain times on how she was feeling like she couldn't deal with this anymore. She needed to know where to go, what to do, how to get out of the situation. And these men could have gave her advice by saying, you know, well, when I was that age, I did this and this and this and that kind of thing. The first opportunity that you can get, just grab it. And that could be why, you know, you see her like reaching for a certain thing. I mean, at that time, prior to when she's in the relationship right now, there was a lot of that. So there was a masculine energy that I feel that was helping her out within the situation. How many cards is that? I want to pull out a total of 8. It seems like we're getting some things. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's pull out one more. And of course, if anything extra comes out, that's no problem there. See, Spirit, anything you can tell me? Whoa. Whoa. Okay, cards are coming out. Okay, this one slipped with my hand. Saying rejected, alone, self-inflicted. But guess what followed before that one that fell out first? We have blocked, y'all. Blocked, moved on, nothing to say, stop calling. So at this time, allegedly, Jessika still not talking to Momma Red. She could have blocked her. I moved on. I ain't got nothing to say to you. And the isolation card represents what I feel represents Momma Red being rejected, left alone. See, isolated. See? But Momma Red feels like, you know, she's not worried about it. She ain't worried about it low key. Those bills are still getting paid with those videos, but alright, y'all. Okay. Alright, guys, I am back. So I am going to do a quick reading on Momma Red. I have my karma cards here, and what I'm doing is that I'm just going to take out like a few of them and see what we're going to get as to Momma Red's karma, okay? Alright, so Spirit, pertaining now to Momma Red, what would be her karma? Okay, so the first card we have, you guys, we have shame. We have shame. The next card we have wasted time. Wasted time. Let's see what else. We have a loss of teeth. Okay, loss of teeth. We have bad luck for 2 years. Next response, we have dead end job. Unwanted weight gain. Let's do 2 more. will be the karma? Oop. They're all falling down. Okay. Okay, so what will be the karma of Momma Red? Let's see, we have premature aging. And oh, okay. I'm gonna leave that alone. I don't know if you guys saw that or not. Okay. All right, y'all. So those are the karma cards. Karma cards pertain to Momma Red. Allegedly. Keep that in mind. Allegedly. Okay. Definitely it represents like the shame. See the shame and wasted time. That represents like during the time when, you know, her and Jessika was doing the show. See, there was a sense of shame, like feeling shame, like how it ended. And then along with the other stuff, like with the bad luck for 2 years, is why I feel like all the other stuff may happen down the, and especially like the dead end job. Okay. Because I see her like be posting like certain things, and you know, according to the looks of it, she's, you know, still doesn't have nothing to go on allegedly but to feed off of those videos, you know. Alright, I just wanted to put that up on there. Alright guys, we are back. So as you notice, I changed the imagery. I now have Jessika on the screen, and I wanted to use a card deck that I have not used in a while. You guys may remember these cards if you have been following me from the jump. I have my Believe in Your Own Magic card deck. You know, I love to use these. For those of you that don't know, I love to use them when it pertains to a female. I'm like, this is my female card deck. You know, if I'm pulling on a female, let me get my female oracle, my female oracle, and my female tarot, because I do have a tarot that's made from the same company. It's amazing. So I just want to pull out, I would say, at least 3 cards pertaining to Jessika. And along with that also, I have just purchased these here, the Divine Energy Oracle, just to give like some advice, like saying if I were to talk to her, to be like, you know, this is what you should do. But yeah, let's get started. Spirit, give me the most precise response pertaining to Jessika Farrell. What would be the things, like the things that she should be warned about, per se? What she need to be cautionary about, or anything that you can represent of what's going on with her energy at this time. Okay, I do see one card that laid on this back, you guys. We have the first one. Bitch fire. Stand up for yourself. Wow, okay. Okay, we have shark. Swim away from this situation. We're going to get that one out. That one's very interesting. Wait, I'm sorry, guys. As I'm shuffling, it just keeps moving. I deeply apologize for that. Okay, you see this one is sticking out, you guys. And the third card that we have nostalgia. Focus on the here and now. Okay, we're going to start with these 3 right here. I'm going to put these on here and on the side. right, you guys. So let's focus on the first card that we have here. We have Bitch Fire. Bitch Fire, stand up for yourself. And the definition behind this card reads as follows. There is no better way to say it. Someone in your life is trying to burn you at the stake. Maybe you didn't give them something they wanted, or you didn't let them get away with their bad behavior. Either way, they're trying to ruin your reputation. Rest assured, your reputation will stay intact. Silence can be affected, but this is not that kind of situation. Get loud and let them have it, a taste of your bitch fire. So it's telling her to stand up for herself, and not just the case with with Momma Red. It is with whatever situation that she may come across. She could come from a place where she dealt with like I told you guys earlier about how I feel like what she went through with Momma Red, about a lot of, manipulation, verbal abuse. You call it verbal abuse when someone is telling you things over and over about what you're not going to do, how you're not going to make it without them, how, you're weak without me, that type of thing, for an example. And Spirit's telling Jessika that she needs to start standing up for herself. She could have been, I wouldn't say not beat up, but beat down emotionally, beat down mentally by the abuse of hearing. And it also states from her lifestyle, how she grew up, being adopted. And I don't know the timeline, how it was before, but it's telling her that she needs to start, standing her ground when it comes down to anybody. It could be, her husband, for example, so he could say some things that would try to beat her below the belt. And it's telling her, allegedly, and it's telling her to stand your ground, to stand your place, just stand up for yourself. Don't be a soft girl. Okay, so we have that one. The next card that we have Shark. Swim away from this situation. Now, this card is very interesting. Okay, so the definition behind this card reads as follows. Think of this as the Lovers in reverse. From the traditional tarot. You've been hanging around a bloodthirsty shark, and they hurt you before. This could refer to a lover, or it could refer to another loved one, such as a friend or family member. And put it simply, you deserve better treatment, and you're never going to find it with them. Leave now. Leave now. Situations like this often grow so dire that you no longer feel safe swimming away. I'm going to turn this back with you guys. I'm bringing it in a little closer. You see how this mermaid is feeling intimidated? I'm just going to leave it at that. We haven't got to that yet, but we will in a moment. And the last card that we have Nostalgia. Focus on the here and now. And it reads as follows. You spent the majority of time daydreaming, wondering what could have been if only things have gone the way you wanted. By doing this, you aren't giving yourself a fair chance. Truth is, there's nothing you can do to change what happened, no matter how many scenarios you craft in your mind. Make improvements to your present, not your imaginary, and be sure to nurture what you have been given. So the card states that focus on the now, focus as to what's going on, not thinking about what could have been, if it had been like this, would I be? It's telling Jessika to focus right now, going forward. All right, you guys, so I'm going to see, let's grab my Divine Oracle. I'm going to take these out. And we're going to see what kind of messages we're going to get with these. So, what messages that Spirit would like to give to Jessika from the Divine Feminine. And which is perfect. And see, it's another card that represents for females. Okay. Let's see, Spirit, what is it that Jessika Farrell needs to know? What advice? Can't see this card here is getting my attention. First response we have, be true to yourself. It's saying don't go in with a persona. Just stay true to you. What Jessika needs to know. Yeah, the next card, speak up. Speak up. See, I told you guys that she has an issue. Jessika has an issue where it's put into her where she huddles in like a little baby, you know, and she has to work on speaking up, which I hope that she is. But Spirit is telling her, and you see it's constantly coming up within this reading about speaking up for yourself. Don't let others take advantage of you. Please. Okay, this one seems like it's coming out. Embrace your power. See, speak up and embrace your power. This one we have begin to explore. Begin to explore. That when I found out the news that Jessika was expecting a child, I just had a feeling, and just like looking at her, like she has so much to offer, and I just feel like it's a little bit too soon. I feel like you have fun first and then babies. The next card we have strengthen your gifts. Strengthen your gifts. Something that she is good at, or certain things that she's good at, she needs to straighten herself into them. Alright, I'll do like 2 more, and then I'll put these aside. We have the next card. Address your addictions. Addictions. Wow, that's very strange. Wonder what kind of addictions. I know it's not the one thing. It has to be something else. Alright, guys, I do see one card that wants to come out. And the last one we have, raise your vibration. Raise your vibration. So that goes back to the speak up, see, and being true. Be true to yourself. Yeah, it definitely sounds like that she has to work on herself on certain things. Okay. Alright, you guys, so that is my little reading on her. Let's see what other cards that we can use. I'm not going to use these. because this pertains to the relationship aspect. Okay, let's see about the true emotional energy within her, like what's currently going on. Also want to do that real quick with Momma Red as well. Alright, Spirit, what is the true emotional energy surrounding Jessika Farrell? Actually, let's ask this. What is the true emotional energy now regarding Jessika and her mother? See if anything had changed. Wow. Guys, the card fell on his back. It was a bunch of cards, but this one, see how they all here? But this one got my attention. See, blocked, spam, calls, and texts. See that? There is no communication with Momma Red at this time. So we need to leave that alone. There's nothing else to explain. Okay, so Spirit pertaining to Jessika now within the relationship, within her relationship, or within the now. What is her true emotional energy? Okay, guys, we have the next card. We have coping. Now, I know that Jessika is pregnant, so don't get it twisted. Don't come at me. I'm not saying that she's drinking while pregnant, okay? None of that. The coping word means that the coping comes from what she had went through with Momma Red, or anything that she had ever went through her past time, that she at this time is coping with that. Not drinking alcohol, okay? Don't get it twisted, all right? Okay, this card is getting my attention because it started to come out. We have this card, reckless love and sex. Reckless love, reckless sex. I don't need to say no more with that, okay? We know that with who, okay? Alright, I guess that means you're having a ball when you're pregnant. I suppose. Okay. What is the next thing, Spirit? What is the next true emotional energy surrounding Jessika? Alright, we have two cards that fell out. The first card that we have Wish. And with the Wish card, that goes back to like focus on the here and the now. So that's a strong indication that Jessika could feel like she wishes that things could have been different. Like she wishes that things could have been different between her and her mother, and the events and the outcome. And the next card we have after that, we have Love Child. We have Love Child. So that means Jessika is focused on her baby. The Love Child does represent, because I remember I told you guys this card came out with Henry Cavill at the time when, you know, he was expecting. So this is an indicator that this represents like the baby that Jessika is having. Congratulations. Alright. So that's the true emotional energy. Anything else you can tell me? Okay, we have another card that fell out. We have, wow, drinking, toxic lifestyle. This could be another card pertaining to the coping. And again, guys, it's nothing to do with drinking. Yeah, I feel like she's been through a lot, like while dealing with Momma Red. See the word toxic, and that came out once before. Let me show you guys. Like a toxic card. Where is that toxic card? See toxic? So we have the toxic card. We have exhausted. See exhausted. Exhausted, toxic, cope. See toxic lifestyle. So yeah, she's been through it with Momma Red. She's been through it. Oh, sorry. Let me see. I put those two cards over here. Yeah, that's exactly what the cards keep bouncing back and back. Again, when it does that, y'all, it's just, it is a strong indicator. Spirit, what else? Okay, so the next card we have, guys, we have, okay. Okay, so that resonates with the, wait a minute, hold on, with the reckless love and, okay, girl, all right. And the next card that we have fucked up over you. Fucked up over you. I feel like that this is pertaining to the whole thing with Momma Red, that she could still feel distraught and feel upset, even though you guys don't see it, and she talked about it. One is personal, so she does feel some type of way. She'll feel a sense of hurt. Alright. Let's see if we can do two more. Two more. Okay, guys, the next card we have, I love you. I love you, and it shows a man getting on his one knee and propose. I do feel like that this is pertaining to her current relationship with her husband, Reed. And the next one we have sweet talk. Sweet talk. You see how this man's whispering nothing's in this woman's ear. So it's a lot of sweet talk, a love interaction. Yeah, this definitely pertains to her relationship along with the reckless love. I feel like this is a feeling of like being in love. See, the sex addiction. But these three mainly, like being in love. Alright, when that goes some to the karmatic tie, it's whatever card that falls on its back. Alright, you guys, so we got a little bit of feel on that pertaining to how Jessika feels. And now, what I want to pull on now is pertaining to this relationship that Jessika is in. Whoopsies. And let me switch the photo. I'll get right back to you. Alright, guys, we're back. So now I have a picture of Jessika and her husband, ReedWoehrle. I hope I'm pronouncing his last name correctly. But, yeah, we have a picture of them both. So what I wanted to get a feel of course, is like anything that may pertain to the relationship that allegedly what happened down the line, or how is one's relationship. Alright, so I have my situation love oracle card deck. I haven't used these in a while. I just started going back on using them, but they've been on my shelf in the dust because I constantly get cards, and I'm like, let me take these out and we're gonna use them. Alright, so I'm going to ask this question of Spirit pertaining to now Jessika and her husband, ReedWoehrle. What is the energy between the two? Maybe the events. What happened to them? Alright, guys. Okay, so that card kind of came out quick. We have the first card, partying, time with friends, having fun, happily single, living in the moment. Wow, that's very interesting. Time with friends, having fun, happily single, living in the moment. Okay. I'm just going to take it by saying, mind the camera, you guys is fading in and out. I'm just going to take this by saying that they enjoy one another. Like it's a party between the two. Oh boy. Okay, let's see what the next card we're going to get. Spirit pertaining to a ship between Jessika and her husband, Reed. What is the energy that is and will be surrounding these two down the line? What can we expect for Jessika and Reed within the year of 2025? Alright guys, we have another card here. We have grounding. Oh, sorry, I don't know why my camera is fading in and out. But we have grounding, stability, and security. Oh, performance, growth, and endurance. So it sounds like to me that this is a relationship that is stable. There is a sense of security behind it, whether if it's security within her or security within him. And this is a time where one or the other, both of them are going to grow from this experience. I feel like that the growth definitely comes from them expecting a child together. That is one thing. And, being within a marriage, getting married, and getting to know a little bit more about what life is about. Okay, so we have that. The next card, let's see what the next card we have. Spirit, what would be the events that will happen between Jessika and her husband Reed within this year or down the line? Okay, I'll move these. Alright, the next card that we have, you guys, we have abundance, positive mindset, manifest, gratitude and bliss, blessings. So there's going to be blessings pertaining to this relationship, abundance. They're going to be receiving abundance. They're going to manifest things. They're going to grow, get money, be rich, be successful. I see why the security card came in. Okay, all right. Is there anything else pertaining to Jessika and her husband, Reed? Okay, that's 3 at one time. Hold on. Okay. Let me move these over on the side. I never have no space on here. Sorry. Okay. My spirit pertaining to Jessika and her husband, Reed. What would be the events for them within the year 2025? Okay, so we have the next card here. We have ship, cutting ties, moving on, receive what you need, progression, and arriving. Oh boy. Oh boy. Cutting ties, moving on, receive what you need. Okay, I got pictures on everybody, y'all, so he's definitely going to get a individual pull on him. Okay, let's see what else. You see a card then flew over here. The next card we have hammer. Hammer, sabotage, and rebuild. Persistent, working on it, repairing. So it looks like that. Okay, so these two are married. They are expecting a child. Allegedly, and you know, we see this, that we see couples that are booed up. You know, you guys already see that, they're in love. You see the sex cards, they're coming out like crazy. Once that baby comes in and, time goes on and on and on and on, you're locked in. When you get married, you're locked in. You see security. There's going to be a sense, and I feel like that this is coming from Reed's energy. Not Jessica, because I see the images between the two, and Jessica is like a lovesick puppy. Like, she is really mad stressed. You will see the pictures that I see of her with them, like, just mad stressed. It's almost like she's living in a fairy tale. And I'm not gonna lie, you guys, that when I noticed that she was with Reed, I kind of got like, I ain't saying kinda. Let me stop with the BS. I got bad vibes. Okay? I don't want to go into it too much because I have not yet pulled the cards on him. So I'm just going to hold that thought. But I told you that little bit there. So, but it's saying also that with this right here, this happens down the line. This is coming from her. She is going to be persistent on making this work, making it work and preparing it, because she has strong feelings towards him. Okay? So it's going to be her repairing on it while he's allegedly, like the ship, like he wants to pull away, moving on, receive what you need. Receive what you need, meaning by, okay, you're married. She's an entrepreneur. She's making money. She's weak in the knees for you. You have a child. It is a boy. It's a boy. And you want to do the Kevin Federline shit. Okay? So with her, she's going to be very persistent on trying to hold on to this. And I feel like that is the part, if that's the case, then that is definitely a part that she has to work on herself, is to like learning to speak up. Learn to speak up and learn not to take certain things, because it's almost like she's putting herself in situations, going back to the tarot, about being impatient, just jumping on one thing to another, when you really need to analyze that situation, All right, guys. So how many cards have I pulled out so far? I don't want to pull out too many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's pull out one more. All right, Spirit saying to Jessica and Reed. Will be the events that will happen to him during 2025. For Jessica and her husband, Reed. Okay, this one. Okay, guys, we have a soulmate connection. Soulmates. Soul connection, partnership, soul contract, life partner. Okay, so you know what I've been telling you guys about soulmates, right? That even though there is a soulmate in this card, they even know that you can have like the worst couple for hell and they have a soulmate card. That does not mean that they are potentially your soulmate. It's alleged that they could be a soulmate in your past life, but that's not necessarily the case if that they are your soulmate for you. This could came out because Jessica could say like, okay, I feel like that Reed is my soulmate. That could be the case, but it just depends on allegedly what I pull on him. Then it's not potentially like a soulmate, or it could be a soulmate. You know, it could be a soulmate, and this could be one of the moments where he could, you know, have those urges where he may want to pursue someone else, and she's going to be the backbone by saying like, no, I'm not going to have you, you know, doing this here. We're going to work it out. Because, you know, sometimes you'll have men, and I'm just going to flat out say men in general that will, you know, get a hunch and, you know, want something else, wanting to try something else on the side. But she's like, no, you ain't having that. We're going to work on this together, like you and me, because we're soulmates. All right, guys, so we have that. Let me put those cards aside. Now, the next card that I want to get is... should I get, what's the news? What's the tea? What's the tea? Let's look at the life. I'm going to try the life oracle. Let's bring that on here. The life oracle card deck. Let's pull out a couple cards here. The life oracle. Okay. Let me make some room. All right. And these are already organized. Let's see what we can get for Jessica and Reed. We'll move these on over to the side. Okay, this one looks like it's trying to come out. We have, let's see, we have hater. And we have crisis, hater and crisis. So this could say that these two could have some haters that are hating upon them and their relationship. A sense of crisis. I'm not really sure about what is that about. It looks as though, if we can look closer, it appears that it is a man that had money, and it seems like the money is floating away. The money is flowing away, and you have these hands, like, which represents like water that is taking the coins by, you know how if a wind goes through a storm and, you know, the things that you may have on your hand, that strong winds will pull it away. So it's like, for them being like abundantly, but allegedly something could come about that would have them, their finances threatened, allegedly. So it says a crisis. Could be a case like maybe someone is not putting in forth effort. One could be codependent on the other, that type of thing, allegedly. Let's see, spirit, what? Oh, let's see. This one fell on his back, plain as day. Guys, we have, let me put this one, we have two-faced it. Two-faced it. Allegedly. Alright. Okay, looks like we have Drama Queen. Drama Queen. And this card we have humanity. Humanity. Life as a feather. Birds of a feather, we flock together. I love you till the day that I die. Alright, you guys. That's like immediately like Billie Irish came to my mind. Alright guys, we have the next card, anger management. Wow. Oh, whoa, what is with these cards? Anger management, allegedly. Oh, wow. And the last card, we have the masculine energy. You have masculine energy. Wow. This is either, again, you guys, pertaining to, it can mean a lot of things. It could be someone that is closer. It could represent him. It could represent close family members, but there appears to be like a masculine energy present that could be giving them like advice between the two. I know that Jessika, you know, she has a mom. She also has a sister, but this is coming from like on the male side. So he looks like he's like a proper, because I don't know about his background like that he's, you know, like a proper man that has like, you know, like a mom and a dad. So it could be like a dad energy that's present. And make sure he stays on his P's and Q's. Alright guys, so we have that. Alright, so now the next thing that I want to do is that I want to get a feel on Reed's energy. This is his picture. Okay, I'm going to try to zoom him out a little bit. And we're going to see like the true emotional energy that is surrounding him. And also I want to use my spell T. True emotional energy. What lies beneath if necessary. But first thing I'm going to start with him is that I want to use my What's the Tea Oracle card deck. Allow the cards to fall out or allow them to get my attention. What is the tea? Oh, my arm's itching. Okay. Alright, so the first card we have for Reed. We have shine. Your light irritates their demons. And you see there is a cross. And there appears to be a Bible. From what my understanding, Reed comes from like a Christian background. And this could be one of those cases where, going back to how I said that him and Jessika allegedly could have like some hating ass energy. And it's telling him on his part, because it may be affecting him, he may be questionable about it, but Spirit is telling him to continue to shine, because his light irritates their demons. Like with him being happy, that he should just continue to like be happy and just continue to irritate the haters, because that's what I do. At least that's what I try to do. It's challenging. It goes up and down because every day we're human. So Jessika the prankster. Okay. So the next card that we have. Oh shit. Yo, oh, I'm looking at my plants over here. Wait a minute. Do you see that? I keep telling y'all I don't control stuff, okay? I don't control anything, little people. Okay? Allegedly. Okay, I'm not gonna say no more with it. Okay, woo-ha. Good Lord, okay, so. Alright. What's the tea, Spirit? Anything else you can tell me? Okay, so the next card we have, oh boy, we got bad habits. Bad habits. Allegedly. We have fake smiles. Now with the fake smiles card, I've been telling you guys numerous times, but for those of you that are new to me, the fake smiles card indicates that you can be a person that likes to smile a lot and put up a persona. You can smile in a person's face, but deep down it's like you ain't in the mood for smiling. You ain't feeling that person. You ready to tell them where the hell to go. So forth, so on. And this is the last card, you guys. I'm going to look at my plants again. Again, this is allegedly. This is allegedly. This is alleged, okay? Allegedly. Okay. Yeah, that card rarely comes out. Rarely comes out. Okay. Oh boy, did I use the right card deck? Alright, Spirit, with anything else you can tell me? I'm just gonna pull out two more because I'm over it. Spirit, what is the tea pertaining to read on this relationship with Jessika? Now with that last card there, like I remember when they were together and then they broke up. Allegedly. What is his intentions? Okay. Alright guys, we have bad reputation. Bad reputation, guys. Remember I tell you what I told you earlier? That's necessarily this girl. Remember what I told you earlier about what I felt when I first signaled? Caught one of this. That I felt. Okay? I'm just saying, allegedly. And the last that we have Dusted Off. Now with the Dusted Off card, this could be one of those cases where this goes back to this right here, that if there was any, hatred, harsh criticism, whatever the case may be, Reed could be the type of person that would just like wipe it off and move on. Even though I feel like sometimes little things could bother him and Spirit is telling him to shine, but these other cards, I don't know what's going on with that. Don't know what's going on with that. Alright, let me put those aside. Let's go back to my True Emotional Oracle card deck. The True Emotional Oracle card deck here. And let's get the feel of Reed's true emotional energy pertaining to this relationship with him and Jessika. Alright, Spirit, pertaining to Reed, what is the true emotional energy? What's the true emotional energy surrounding Reed regarding Jessika? Okay, guys, we have the first card. We have like I love you card, the same way that Jessika has I love you. So right now it's just that loving energy, of course, because it's due to the fact that there is a new baby. You're gonna feel like you're in love. You're gonna feel like you're on cloud 9, but Allegedly, these could be alleging the events that could happen down the line. Allegedly. Let's see. Alright, we have another card here. We have turning your back. Turning your back. Turning your back and walking away, or turning your back towards hateful comments or hateful propaganda. We have turning your back. So what's the true emotional energy towards Reed regarding his relationship with Jessika Farrell? Okay, we have another card here. We have the Queen Bee card, secure, confident, boss bitch, career focus. So, you guys, I usually tell you that when this card comes out pertaining to a male, I know it has like a woman on there, but I always call like the king bee, like a king pertaining to male. This is saying that going back to that security card, that's grounding, stability, and security. And then on top of, see, we have the marrying for money. Yeah, the security, and where is that other card? Levitating, like being secure, like grounding. That's right. See right here. See, stability and security. Sorry, I didn't know what the world. I'm like, what the world is that? Okay, back to what I was saying. Shit, don't scare me like that. Going back to the grounding card, see security, stability, and security. And we see it again. See secure, confident, boss bitch, career, focus, and look. We have. So we take it that, or at least what I'm seeing is that this is again allegedly that Reed feels secure because him and Jessika are married. So when you're married, you're secure, you're confident about what you're doing, and being a boss and being career focused is just saying that he is focused on his career. He's a social media socialite. I don't know what he does. From the tattoos, I'm guessing that he is a coming up rapper, like a social media rapper per se. But he is focused on that career at the same time, like what they call like securing the bag. Okay. All right. Let's see what else we're going to get. Let's see. Spirit pertaining to read what is the true emotional energy. Surrounding Reed at this time. And next card we have, you guys, we have romance. So that goes back to the I love you cards. See, romance, I love you. And again, this is one of these phases where, due to the fact that there is a new baby, you're going to feel like that you're in love, like you're on cloud nine. That's what the arrival of a new baby will do to you. That happens with everyone. But then following that, allegedly, will be some shit. So we have a jackass energy. So allegedly, Reed could possess like a jackass energy. Sounds like allegedly it could be one of those sayings that you'll meet with someone, you'll be with them, but then they'll change. Once you marry, they'll change. Who knows when those changes are going to come in? Because one thing about a person is that you can be in a relationship and they can put on that good persona. And even though they're hiding their true persona, that shit will come out eventually down the line. They can't hold it in forever. They're going to turn around and do something stupid. And you'd be like, wait, what? You ain't done this shit before. You know what I'm saying? So, alright guys, I'm going to try to pull out one more after this one. Next card we have Fed Up. Fed Up. Apparently the pressure may be too much. Look what the card is saying in the middle. Look what that one says. Take care. Fed up. Like taking a break. See, that one says taking a break. Dollar. Does that look like a cigarette? Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Too many responsibilities. I'm going to be overwhelmed. Let's see. Spirit, one more card could you tell me imitating regarding reading with Jessika, regarding his relationship with Jessika. Lastly, we have goodbye. We have goodbye. And this is another one. You're trapped. Okay? Trapped. It was a trap. Alright, you guys. So we have those. Let's see what else I can use real quick. Let's use my What Lies Beneath Oracle card deck and see what else that we could get. Alright, Spirit, now pertaining to read anything, you can tell me what lies beneath ReedWoehrle regarding his marriage to Jessika. What else could you tell me? Guys, we have the first card. We have envy. We have envy. So let's go. What else lies beneath? Like, he is surrounded by like some hating energy. Well, guys, I get that one in a second. Okay, the next card we have Don't Want to Hear It. Don't Want to Hear It. The third one we have pregnancy test. Pregnancy test. Unsure. Pregnancy scare. Positive, negative. Now this one is really interesting. So there's another one of those alleged cases, y'all. Alleged cases. He's surrounded by envy energy. That's what I feel like coming from him. That he is surrounded by envy energy. He's surrounded by allegedly someone that wants to tarnish him. And this could be one of those cases. And this could be like right after Jessika would have like her baby. That the envy energy may come up and say, okay, your man got me pregnant. See, we have pregnancy scare, positive, negative. Could be a sense of a pregnancy scare, like someone could come up and allegedly say, okay, I'm pregnant. But you know how, if you guys know about Alexis Sky, that kind of thing, like she was saying she was pregnant by Fetty Wap, but it was not really Fetty Wap's child. If you guys know that situation. So we have pregnancy test, And the next card that we have love story, once upon a time. So again, this is the phase that he is in right now with Jessika. Like, it's all lovey-dovey. All right, guys, let me take out another card. Let's see. Alright, we have the next card, you guys. We have keeping a promise. Keeping a promise. Stick to that promise. Alright. Alright, guys, he also has an expecting card, which that represents in the now, expecting a new beginning. So it represents the baby that's on the way. We have drama, total drama, action. So this right here shows, like, you know, due to the fact that, you know, they're both on social media, their life is, you know, all about on social media, about their everyday life and things. And it's like, you know, having a camera in your face, or, you know, like what he's doing right now. Total drama, action. The next card that we have running away. Running away. And we have fulfilling a fantasy. Fulfilling a fantasy. And behind this card, we have kick to the curve. So yeah, they're going to go through some ups and downs together. Ups and downs together from what I see. Because, you know, it's a relationship. It's a relationship, y'all. Alright, so there's that. So that's my little reading that I had done on Reed. Alright, you guys, so I wanted to do one more thing before I wrap this reading up. We have been through like a lot of card decks. I wanted to ask this one question, okay? Alright, I want to ask Spirit. Will Jessika Farrell and ReedWoehrle, will they break up down the line? Will they stay together? Okay, I got a first response that says, looks good. But this one that flew over here, alright, y'all, we have for sure. For sure. Looks good. For sure. Looks good. For sure. Sounds like that looks good, like what's going on right now. And I asked, will Jessika and Reed will stay together? For sure. Okay, for sure. Allegedly. Alright, you guys, so we have that. And with that being said, it's time to wrap it up. Alright, you guys, so that concludes the tarot oracle reading, or the little tarot, mainly oracle reading on Jessika Farrell, aka Jessika the Prankster, and her mother, Lois McDonald, aka Momma Red, and also featuring her husband, ReedWoehrle. Okay, or I should pronounce her as Jessika Farrell-Woehrle. That sounds like that's a nice ring to it. Okay. Alright, well, that concludes the overall reading. And of course, as always, if you guys have any comments, anything you would like to share pertaining to the reading on these two, or anything that was discussed in today's reading, please feel free to comment down below. I love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. The only thing I ask you guys is to please be respectful, okay? Be respectful. Alright? I started now to grow a soft spot for Jessika because I was one of those people that was like, oh, okay, how could this happen? But as she stated in her live, is that we don't know what is going on behind the scenes. We only make assumptions, which is not a good thing for us to do. So I hope that other people, as myself, that was a little bit on, mom's side, that we can now give Jessika some consideration because she was indeed going through some things. So, but overall, back to the comments, please be respectful, okay? Be respectful, you guys, all right? For requests, if you guys have a particular celebrity, YouTube socialite, anything you would like for me to do a reading on like this, please feel free to comment down below. I will add them to my journal. The other thing I need to tell you guys, as I've been saying on every one of my videos, is the only thing I ask you guys to do is just please be patient with me. I am at a time where I am an adult. I'm not a young girl. I am an adult and I have responsibilities, and I am a one-woman show where I am trying to take the time, my very best time, to doing requests. So if you have patience and you're willing to wait for me, please stick around and give me your request and I will let you know when it's complete. Please don't disappear. If you guys don't have the patience and you're like, I want it now, I'm just going to tell you guys, don't worry about commenting, okay? Because I can't do this, any faster. Because with new readings, now new readings come out once a Wednesday and once a Sunday. Repeat, once a Wednesday, once a Sunday. If you guys watch my videos and I said every Wednesday and once a Sunday every month, that schedule has changed. I know I went through a lot of cards, but I just advise you guys, if you want to know the reason for the change, just go onto my channel and look for the video that says this is Virgo Sun Oracle with an announcement. That's why I was telling you a little bit about what's going on, that I got to be on my P's and Q's and that kind of thing. And yeah, that is what's going on. All right. Follow me on my social media, Instagram and TikTok. The names of my social media will be posted down below. I'm mainly on TikTok, and there you will see sneak peeks. You will get to know a little bit more about me. If you guys are a K-pop fan, you're more than welcome to join me over there. I am a big fan of BTS, Stray Kids, and ATs, or any other guy that I'm thinking that's hot. And, my perverted ass will post shit, K-pop hot shit, as I call it. So if you guys want to follow me over there, you can. Instagram as well. Instagram, I don't really do much. It's basically like a backup, but I am trying my best and I will post over there, guys. Bear with me, okay? But if you want to follow me on one, the other, or both, please feel free to do so. As far as this video goes, if you guys enjoy it, be sure to give it a like. If you love me from the jump, I would love for you to subscribe and welcome to the family. If you subscribe to me, I would appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that notification button. That way you won't miss the post or a video from yours truly. Lastly, I want to thank you guys for your loving support to my channel. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for just being here. Stay blessed and be grateful. Welcome to my new followers, new and even the ones that had watched this video and you decided to be my new subscriber. Welcome. I welcome you. And yeah, that's about it. And lastly, the card decks that you have saw in this video will be down in the description below. I know I went through a lot of them and I'm hoping I'll be able to squeeze them all in, okay? All right guys, I gotta go. It is late. Oh my god, it's almost like 11 p.m. here and I have got to get to bed because again, a girl's gotta work. All right, so again, thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.